Welcome to the Tipsy Guest Podcast. I am your host, Marco Buenrostro, and every week I'm here with the top industry experts, amazing clients, and all my vendor BFFs to bring you the best tips, advice, and juicy behind-the-scenes stories to make wedding and event planning a breeze. So grab your favorite drink and let's get this party started! Hi guys, welcome back to the Tipsy Guest. I am Marco Buenrostro, your host. And this week, oh my gosh, so she is a VIP. I think this is her third time on the show. So this is a record because this is the only vendor that I've had 3 times. Woo! Let's welcome Chantel from Elite Event Planning. Hey, girl.
Hello. I'm so excited to be back here.
It's always so fun to catch up with you because, yes. I mean, we always like to gossip and we always have fun. And I see you always having fun, but today it's extra special because you have a special announcement for our guests and our listeners.
Yes.
But you know what? Let's leave them wondering for a little bit. Let's not even talk about your announcement yet.
Let's do it.
Let's just catch up. What's going on with you? I know you have some exciting things coming up.
Yes.
I mean, we did an event not too long ago at the release party of the Book of Weddings, the San Antonio Wed Society. Oh my God, what a party!
Yeah, that was so much fun. It was super, it was just eclectic. It was epic. It was so fun.
It was, I feel like, us vendors, of course, we always go to weddings. We always go to events. But we're always working. So I feel like that party was so incredible because we were just having fun.
It was for us. We got to enjoy it. We got to be on the other side. It was kind of weird, though, because I feel like, it was like, wait, am I supposed to be working on details or logistics? No, wait, I'm actually here as a guest. I'm supposed to have fun.
Yeah, and you have to remind me. Okay, so you had a signature drink that night. You guys had a signature drink.
Did.
It was so good.
We had
what
a few.
Was it?
So I think the one that you liked was the bee's knees.
Yes. What was in that? Oh my God, that was so good.
So the bee's knees is technically, it's kind of like a martini, but it's not. But it was gin. It was a honey syrup. So it's a fresh honey syrup that we made in-house. I believe there was sugar. What else was in there? Oh my gosh. Simple syrup. Yeah, simple syrup. And I think next time we're actually going to do a twist and we're going to add a little bit of lavender.
Ooh.
Somebody told us and I was like, oh my goch, that would be such a great idea.
I think that was me.
Maybe it was you. It probably was you.
I'm obsessed with lavender. So every time I have a chance to like when I talk to the people that make coffees or the bartenders, I always tell them please include lavender somewhere in your drink. So it was funny me.
Yes. So I mean, we can talk a little bit about that because I'm there's just so much going on. We're just so busy, right? And it was we kind of did a soft launch at the Wed Society party, but we haven't necessarily come out and said it. We have an Instagram, we have all the things, we have a website, but Elite Event Planning is a planning company. We have 2 sister companies. So we have a floral company and then we have a bar company. The sister companies are owned by my parents. So mom does floral, dad does bartending. And I've always wanted to get into the bar scene. I've always had a foot in. And our current bar company, Elite Bartending, has a great reputation, almost 20 plus years in the industry. And I just wanted a fresh, the wedding world is just changing and things are, every year it's something new, it's something chic, it's something vogue, it's just, everything is changing. So I'm like, okay, Elite Bartending, let's keep it as it is. It does great as it is. We have a lot of corporate clients, a lot of private events. I wanted something that was completely different. So we have branched out a little bit and we have opened a separate bar company. So with this bar company, we are striving for elegant luxury events. Everything is craft made, fresh ingredients. It's not your typical Jack and Coke or vodka cranberry. We're really getting super intricate with these drinks. And that kind of showed, we tried to showcase it at the Wed Society party.
It was the perfect event to showcase it.
Yes, everyone was like, oh my gosh, these drinks are amazing. I've never had this before. The look is so sleek. It's so clean. That is what we really are striving for. bar. So this is the company that I have opened with my husband, as well as my father is a partner in it. So we are kind of taking all of our knowledge from wedding planning to a bartender that has had a bar company for 20 plus years. My husband kind of does a lot of stuff with construction, so building out bars, building out shelving systems. He's also had a bar. He has bar experience from a few years back. So he is also putting in tons of different ideas, and we're just super excited to kind of launch it and have the bar become, the bar is really one of the most visited places at your wedding. And a lot of people don't really realize that. The bar can make or break your wedding, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we want it to be an experience when your guests come up to the bar. We want them to have a great experience and come back to you and be like, oh my gosh, those bartenders are so fun. These drinks are delicious. Who are they? Where can we find them? Like, that is exactly what we want.
I love that because, like you said, I think one of the keywords or that you mentioned right now, it's elevated, yes. Elegant. And I feel when you go to a nice, expensive restaurant, that's what it's all about.
Yes.
You go to the bar and it's almost like a show,
yes.
The way they're making their drinks, the way they're interacting with you, like it's almost like an Instagrammable moment.
Yes.
Because everybody wants to make a video of the bartender making like a pretty drink,
exactly.
like something good. And like that was a perfect example at the release party of the Wed Society San Antonio, yes. Because you guys had such a great presentation, and I feel like the right people that needed to see that in action were there.
Yes.
I am so excited. So, is this new company, I'm assuming it's going to have a new name? Or?
Yes. So the company is called Black Label Bar Company. You can find us on Instagram. We have an Instagram. We have our website. I'm working on getting posts up, but pretty soon we're going to have some exciting things happening with a few venues. So we're super excited for that. But yeah, if you guys are looking for an elevated experience, if you're getting married, if you're a planner, if you're in the event industry and you just want to know more, let us know. And we're happy to sit down and chat with you. We can even make you some drinks.
I was just going to
showcase everything. Yes.
I was just going to volunteer to do the tasting.
You're like, I'll be the first critic.
No, and it's so crazy. I mean, okay, so I guess comparing, your regular bartending company, your current bartending company to this new label, what would you say, like, your ideal client, like, what's the difference? Of course, you mentioned a few of the differences right now.
Right.
But when it comes to, like, the actual client, like, let's say I am somebody looking for a bartending company for my wedding. How would you be able to identify if I am going to be interested in your regular bartending versus your newer one? What's the difference?
So Black Label is definitely geared more towards like your more luxury black tie weddings.
Okay.
You want your guests to have a great experience and not just, based off the music or the food. Like you want them to really like go up to the bar and be like, oh my gosh, this drink resembles this couple exactly, whether it be a certain color or a certain type of liquor or something that they order every time that they go to the bar with a twist on them or a twist of their pups or, children, whatever it might be, like adding all of that into there to make it a custom bar for them. If that's really something that they want to do and make their wedding unique and customizable, that's our targeted client, really. But anyone, honestly, anyone who wants a great bar experience can come to us.
I mean, because like you mentioned earlier, a bar experience can either break or make your event.
Yes.
I mean, most weddings, because there have been some weddings where they do not have alcohol. But
right.
For example, I feel like if I go to an event, if I go to a party, if I go to a wedding, it doesn't matter where you go.
There's a bar.
There's always a bar.
Yes.
And I feel like most people, I'm going to throw random numbers out there. But I feel like if you go to a wedding, I would say at least like 70% of the people at that wedding are going to be drinking.
Absolutely. And even if you don't drink, because I'm not a drinker, and even when I go out to these events, I'm still going to the bar. So even if it's something that you're looking for mocktails, like even crafting mocktails that are going to be unique to you, unique to your event, and they're going to taste good rather than like just sugary or, a regular Shirley Temple or whatever it might be, like crafting it to be unique to you and to your wedding.
That is so exciting. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
And girl, I always see you. Okay, you need to tell me your secret here about your content on your Instagram. I mean, everything is so fun. You guys always seem like you guys are having a blast. How do you, I guess, find time throughout the day? Because of course you're there to be the couple's, wedding planner and to work everything there. But when do you find the time to make your guys, you have to go to her Instagram because all the reels that they post, they are always so much fun. Walk me through your process of your social media creation for your content.
Yeah, so I will say we have an amazing content creator that I work with. I'm not going to share her because I don't want anyone to steal her. But she is literally amazing. Sometimes she will come and shoot content for us, or we'll just kind of shoot like B-roll or even like do our own reels, and she'll like put it together and make it look like a masterpiece. Like I have no idea what I'm doing in the tech world, so I applaud everything to her.
I love it.
But a lot of the time, it's not like we're doing it, like as they're, getting married or anything like that. Like we kind of just fit it in when there's a little bit of a downtime or like in between vendors coming in. Because we're at your wedding all day. So if we're there at 10 a.m. and your ceremony doesn't start till 6 a.m., we have a lot of time if there's nothing going on. So a lot of the time we plan it out beforehand. So we'll say, okay, we're going to do these reels, or, a lot of it is honestly sometimes just like the spur of the moment, like whatever's happening, or like we'll come on Instagram and we'll see something, we'll be like, oh my gosh, we should totally do this, and like put our own twist on it. But we try to do it in our downtime, and sometimes a lot of our brides are like on board and they're like, oh, what can we do? Like we want to be in the video too. So it's super fun. We love it.
And I love that because I feel like that is part of the fun when somebody hires you. Like, that says a lot right now when you mention that, the bride wants to be a part of it.
Yes.
Because, most of the time they're on a schedule, makeup, hair and makeup early in the morning. Mm-hmm. Then, of course, you have other things throughout the day. But if they are taking the time also to be part of the fun with their squad, with the planners, with other vendors, I just feel like that says a lot of your company and what you do for your couples.
Yes.
You got to create that connection with
them.
There
always has to be a connection. There's always has to be a great vibe. Like, I want to be your friend. Yes, I'm working for you. Yes, this is my business. But like, I do what I do is what I love. So like, I don't ever feel like, oh, I have to go to work today. Like, no, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a wedding today. I'm so excited. Like, this is my passion. Like, this is what I love to do. Yes, it's long hours. Yes, it's tiring. But like, that's my why. Like, that is my soul, and everything that I do is weddings.
And it's so crazy because, like you said, you want to be friends with them because you guys. I mean, there's months and months of work before the big day.
Yeah.
So creating that connection, becoming friends with this, with the couples, it's definitely a good sign. Have you ever had a situation where you guys didn't really connect, and then you did your part, and you had a successful wedding, but it was just a little like tension or awkwardness?
Yeah, I would say there's been a few. This was probably like way earlier in the game, like when we first started. Nowadays, a lot of the brides now are really like wanting to get to know you before they book you. Yeah. So always hopping on a phone call or a Google Meet. So really getting to know them, getting to know like their vibe for the wedding is always great, and kind of gaining that connection from the very first point. And if we can tell like on the phone call that it's not a good fit, typically the bride will also know too. So maybe they don't book with us, and that's totally fine. But a lot of our clients, like we always had that connection. Like we're super fun. Like we want you to have the best day ever, but we also know that it is hard work, and there's things that need to be put into place, and there's a certain timeline we need to follow. So we can be stern, but we also have so much fun doing it.
I like that. Didn't you end up going to a Taylor Swift concert with one of your
clients? Yes. See, this is literally how close we get with our clients. A couple years ago, one of my clients, I had been looking for Taylor Swift concert tickets forever for the Eras tour, and I just like could not find any. And I knew she was going. She was going with a group of her friends, and randomly one of them backed out. They couldn't go, and she was like, "Hey, I have this extra ticket. Do you want to go?" And I was like, "Yes, sign me up. Where? When are we going? What do I do? How do I pay? Like, I'm ready."
That is so cool. And and I'm so glad that you're kind of talking about that, because for our listeners out there, that is exactly the connection that we want you to have with your vendors. Not just your wedding planner, but your vendors in general. I mean, you are spending so much time either it doesn't have to be in person, but sometimes by email, sometimes by text. Mm-hmm. I have found myself, texting with my clients, like sometimes in the middle of the night, just randomly. Because I feel like sometimes people at night, when they're like just scrolling through TikTok or Instagram, that's when they see something and they're like, you know what? I need to text Marco. I want this at my wedding. And then they'll send me the link of like something they saw on TikTok or something they saw on Instagram. And they're like, hey, can you do this? Can we do this? Can we do? You know, so I think I think it is very, very important, you know, that I keep saying it, but it's definitely important, you know, that we create those connections with our clients. And that also, you know, I feel like at one point it becomes like a repeat client. Because then, you know, later on, of course, they're going to have kids, or, you know, a brother or sister might get married, or somebody that went to their wedding. And that's when they recommend us as vendors. If we have a great relationship with them, we know that we're going to see them at another event, because they're gonna, you know, say like, hey, you know what, Chantel helped me really good. She was incredible to work with, blah, blah, blah. So here's, you know, her number, her website, you know, like all of that. And that is how us vendors, we get repeat clients, because we build those amazing relationships with our clients.
Yeah, definitely. And it's true. Like a lot of our business is based off referral. Almost, I would say like 85% is based off referral. And the rest is really referral from other vendors or other venues. You know, a lot of it is based off of that rather than marketing or anything like that. It's really like the first impression that you make on a certain client. You know, when you have a wedding with 150 people in that room, there's potential for about 100 people that could be getting married there soon. So yeah, that's definitely our biggest take back for repeat clients.
Yeah, I love that. And so now, we're gonna talk about your big announcement.
Let's do it.
Oh my God! So today is a big day for you guys. I mean, I'm really excited, but I want you to share with the world what we're doing here, because I mean, just this morning you made a big announcement. Talk to us. What's happening with the company?
Yes. So Elite Event Planning is 10 years old, which is crazy. I never in a million years would have thought 10 years ago that I would be sitting where I am today.
At the
Tipsy Guest podcast, announcing this announcement. We are just doing a whole new, fresh look. We are doing a full rebrand. It was time for Elite Event Planning. Elite Event Planning, again, started 10 years ago as a very small, young, sophisticated, just ready to come into the world. I didn't put a whole lot of thought into my brand initially. I really just wanted to get into the wedding world. And now we have kind of created a brand for ourselves. Like you say, like we are just that fun wedding planner. We are, you know, elevated for our clients. We love like the sophistication. Like we just go up, like we go and walk into these weddings like bosses. Like we are just ready to plan. We're ready to be there and have fun. And I really wanted our brand to showcase that. So like bright, colorful colors, and, you know, just like we're so sassy, but we're so fun at the same time.
I love that.
So like we did a new brand shoot and showing like our sass and all of that. It's so exciting. And I, again, like 10 years ago, I never would have thought that I would be where I am today. And it's super, super exciting for me.
That is so awesome. Honestly, I've seen you throughout the years, because we've been in business.
Yes.
I think we started right around the same time. We just turned 11 this year.
Oh, yes.
So I've known you for a very long time, and I have to honestly say, like, I am so proud of what you guys have done. You know, like I remember our first weddings like years and years and years ago, and seeing the weddings that you were working, you know, like 10 years ago, like 8 years ago, compared to the weddings that you're working now. I mean, it is it's like night and day.
Yeah.
You know, companies grow, and I feel like you are a perfect example of what hard work, like, you know, like you made it happen, girl.
Yeah.
And that is incredible, honestly. And I feel like the same thing when you were talking earlier about the bartending company, your dad. I mean, I feel like I see your dad everywhere.
He's all over the place.
Like, it is crazy. Like, when we work weddings that, you know, we're not working weddings with you as the planner.
Yeah.
We still see him somewhere because we're working a different wedding, and he's there as the bartending company.
Yeah.
So, honestly, what you guys have created as a family, as a family business.
Yes.
It's honestly like one of the most amazing successful stories that we've heard and seen, here in San Antonio when it comes to wedding vendors, honestly.
Yes. And I will say I owe a lot to my parents. They are the ones that kind of pushed me into the direction to even get into the wedding world. I mean, as I was growing up, like I was always that, person in high school that couldn't go hang out after the football games because we had to go pick up a wedding or we had to do something wedding related, or I was helping them work a wedding. And I never, obviously, like back then, I kind of like resented it. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't go out, like, whatever. But now I'm like, oh my gosh, 10 years later, like they had the path for me, to be able to do this. And I'm forever grateful to them. But yeah, I mean, the weddings that I started doing, I mean, I would take anything, just to really get out there and get my name out there. And as the years go on, went on, like our company just grew and it keeps growing. I mean, we have such a big team of girls that are so loyal to us and they're so excited to be in the wedding industry. And, we're just excited to see like where this new next 10 years will take us. But yeah, it's super, super exciting for us. And I'm so excited.
I love it. Again, congratulations. But I want you to tell me, so there is a process to rebranding.
Oh my gosh,
we rebranded not too long ago. We had rebranded a few years ago. But then, other companies in town, they want to copy our logos. They want to copy our branding. So, we always got to make changes. So,
always, yeah.
So we ended up rebranding again this year in 2026. And, I wanted it to be more mature. I wanted it to be like, still me because I'm fun. We're a photo booth company, so we bring fun to weddings.
Right.
We bring the fun to events. So I still wanted my branding to be fun, but I wanted it to look more mature. I wanted it to look more elevated.
Yeah.
So I want you to talk to me about, you guys, you can now go to the website. It's live.
Yes.
You can go check it out and see it for yourself. But I want you to tell me right now, how did the new brand come about? Like, what was your inspiration? Tell me all about it.
So it had definitely been in the back of my mind for a couple years. Like, I knew we needed a rebrand. And coming up this year, I was just like, oh my gosh, like we're going to turn 10 years. Like, it'll just be perfect. It'll be the perfect time for that. So I had it planned in the back of my head, a couple years back. And then as we kind of started getting into the beginning of this year, I was like, okay, I guess I should reach out to someone to like, I don't want to do the website myself. Like, I want it to be professionally done. Like, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it the right way. Like, I don't want to have to rebrand in a year or two because, it's not up to par for me.
Yeah.
So I hired someone to do our entire website. She was amazing. She really helped me actually put together exactly what it was that I wanted to do. All I knew is that I wanted the brand to really showcase us. Like, I wanted people to look at the brand and be like, that is so them. Like, that is so her. Like, from the colors to just how fun and, eclectic everything can be. Because that's really how it is for our planning experience. Like, we want it to be fun for our clients. We don't want it to be cookie cutter, and we don't want it to be, straight, business. You have to do this, and this by this deadline. Like, yes, we're like that, but we're also super fun. Like, okay, let's go taste cakes. Like, where do you want to go next? Let's talk to DJs. What are you into, as far as like music? Where do you guys like to go? Where do you like to travel? Where's your family from? Like, really getting to know our clients is a super big thing for us. So, kind of putting that into where our brand is. And we just want people to look at us and be like, oh my gosh, that's so fun. So homey, we want it to feel like they're comfortable. It's not, the clean, crisp, website that you're walking into with every other planner, because we're not every other planner. We are really different. And we want our website and brand to showcase that.
I cannot wait to see it. I know we've been talking about it. I have not had a chance because obviously we've been gossiping here. But as soon as we are done, I am going to go stalk your new website. And I'm sure your Instagram is going to be also full of like new stuff. So I'm always very excited to see y'all's content. But can you tell our listeners where, for those that are not familiar, where can they find you? Where can they see you? Where can they go look at your stuff? Obviously your new website and everything.
Yes. So honestly, I'm everywhere. But you can go to our Instagram. Our Instagram is at Elite Event Planning SATX. On our Instagram, you can also see our website. You can go to our TikTok. We haven't posted on TikTok in a while, but I'm working on that. But if you want to go directly to our website, it is www.elite-eventplanning.com.
Perfect. And can you also remind them the Instagram or the website for the new bartending company as well?
For our bartending company, that's Black Label Bar Company. So that is Black Label Bar Co. on Instagram, as well as www.blacklabelbarco.com.
Awesome. All right. Well, Chantel, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yes.
It's always a blast having you here. It is. And today we had an extra special guest. My dog is in the studio.
He's hanging out with us.
Nobody ever heard him. He has been so good.
He knows we bring the good vibes.
He liked you. Yeah, he liked you from the moment you walked in.
Yes.
But thank you so much. I am so excited cheers to the next 10 years and then another 10 years. And oh my gosh, I am sure I'm going to see you at a wedding or at some corporate event out and about this weekend probably.
Yes.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening today. As usual, if you have a favorite vendor and they haven't been here with us, send me a DM or let them know and they can send us a message. We would love to have them here. We are always here for you as our listeners. We want to make sure that you're always having fun listening to us. So thank you for joining today. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening to the Tipsy Guest Podcast. If you know someone who could benefit from these tips, spread the love and share it with them. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. Next round's on us. Same time, same place. Cheers! This podcast is brought to you by MVP Photo Booth, the #1 photo booth rental company in San Antonio, Austin, and Central Texas.